guys, welcome back. So in the midst of deciding what I'm doing for my planner lineup, my journal specifically, I have decided that the micro is kind of where my heart is and it's kind of where I'm going to stay. So I have a few micros here that are just sitting in my cabinet, as well as all of my micro filler paper that I've purchased from sales, you know, throughout time. I keep them in this little container. That way I just have it ready to go when I need paper. So I'm going to work on my 2024 micro happy planner setup, which I use for a kind of it's just my way of having my planner in my pocket, like in my purse, over having my big catch-all. So this little guy right here is actually a completed Disney journal. This was from our trip to Disney this past October. And what I did was just kind of put little things in here from our trip. This is what I used to pre-plan my trip. The micro was just the perfect size to keep track of little things that I definitely wanted to have on me at all time, I guess, like as we were going. So like my packing lists, so I knew exactly what we had. And then I kept this in here. So like when we were packing to leave Disney, I still had the list of all the things, so we didn't forget anything, which was kind of nice. Miscellaneous toiletries, just all the things that I know we needed to have packed. And then I had a list for gift cards in here. So this place, I had the picture of our gift cards. So I had everybody's personalized gift card, and then on our gift cards, I actually wrote our names just so we kind of knew who belonged to what and how much money we had. Oh, I don't know, I'm tired. Oh goodness. How much money we had on each gift card to spend for like spending money while we were there. And then since we didn't have the food plan back yet when we went, I had gift cards set up for our trip. So each gift card was for 2 days, and I actually planned out exactly where we were eating. We went through menus ahead of time to pick out what we thought we were going to eat there. Tips. I did all of the math, so that way we used the exact amounts the entire trip, which we did. We actually did really good. We actually had just a very small amount left over, but this was a good, I don't know why I'm so tired all of a sudden. This was a good thing to have when I was going off of gift cards. And then what I did was every day, and this looks like it might be out of order, but every day I wrote down exactly, you know, what our totals were. So I had actually what we had spent, and I think I may have thrown those out like throughout. So this had down our flight information, which I kept in here. I don't know what this came from. Oh, it must have just been something in the mail. Just a picture of All-Star Sports, I believe, is where we were at this time. So that's our confirmation information. And this is all old. That's why I'm showing it off. I laid out kind of our morning. We were going to arrive to the airport by a specific time, get some Starbucks or McDonald's for breakfast, you know, yada, yada, while we were waiting. And then when we arrived, I had our day plans laid out. And then it's just every day, it was kind of, for our entire plan was kind of, for our entire trip, I mean, it was planned out day by day, what we planned to do, where we planned to go, where we were going to eat, and so on. And then every page was just kind of, we didn't even have to fast pass, which was really nice because we went in October. It was very empty. It was really kind of nice. So all of the rides. So that just goes through every day. It's just the rides. And then in the back, I left some papers for my son to get autographs from if we ran into any characters, which we did. We had a couple character meals, so we had some autographs there. And then I also had a little journal page. I also had the maps. I think I must have thrown those out. I don't know why those aren't there. But I printed out mini park maps for each park that I also had back here. So instead of having to carry the big maps in my Loungefly, it was nice to just have those. So I just thought I'd go through that real quick. I do plan to create another one of those for our upcoming Disney vacation. So this one right here houses all of my covers that I have. So I need to pick a cover to set up, and I'm kind of going with the Hustle and Grow because I want to, this one's one of my favorites because I really love the inside. I love that inside design, but I'm thinking I have, This Year Looks Bright is what I also have this cover. This is the planner that I worked on last 6 months, and that's kind of when I decided that I really like the micros. So I'll show you that in a minute. And then it looks like, because this is the one that I had set up a while ago, but I think I'm going to reset it up because I'm not entirely sure what's in there. Some things have changed, and I've kind of changed my ideas a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is go with this. Oh my God, I can't even get it. This Hustle and Grow cover. So I think that's going to be my cover. It's a little wonky. I don't know why. I think I got this one eBay. Any like second hand type shops have really good covers, or really good deals on these micros. So I have my discs in here. These are just my metal ones, and I'm kind of going with these. Now I have to have expander discs. Now you don't have to start out that way. I like to have the entire year planned, and I like to keep it all in here. So my catch-all, my big happy planner catch-all, I do remove the full month as I finish it. I like that. So I have expander discs on that one just because it's got everything. It's my catch-all. But for this one, I don't get rid of anything. I kind of keep piling it up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep this for a second and add to it. Okay, let me zoom in. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Maybe I can't. Give me a second. Let's scoochie down so you can see a little better. Okay, so I have this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the one that I kind of have some pages on. So off of a mini happy planner, not a micro, because a micro is what I'm in. This would be your mini. I took a main page, which I don't think I have in this one, because it probably came from this one, to be honest. And I cut it down and made it the size of the micro page, which I think is 3 inches by 4. Might be 4.5, I don't know. And that's going to be my main page here. So my little name page. I double tape. Yeah, I think I double taped something on the back here because I think this was just regular paper. And I did maybe another sheet of regular paper or a divider or something on the back to make it a little thicker. It's not super thick. It's not like cardstock thick, so I don't really know what I added, but I know I added something there. Then I created a couple pages, and this is something I'm still going to work on because, again, I want this to be a year-long collection. So I made this first page here because I wanted to have a yearly calendar in here just in case I ever needed it when I'm out and about. So, you always have your phone. But so I just decorated this page. And then on the other side, I printed very small annual calendars and put them on the paper and just kind of decorated so that each side just didn't look kind of plain and boring. I just added a clear sticker here, and added those in. Other side, I just added some, positive type things. I saw this somewhere and I don't know where because there's not, unless I can't find them, there's not a lot of channels of micros. So I saw this, I may have seen it on Pinterest actually, the more I think about it, but it was just an annual memory. So my top memory of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and you just write it in and you have just a little overview of the year of like the best memories. So one for each month. And I just used some stickers to create, and I have a little piece of washi kind of holding it together until it really lays flat because it's still kind of puffed up. These came in one of my micros that I purchased, just little kind of you know, positive papers with, like, this has the space for a picture, almost like the Happy Planner memory keepers. It might have actually been a micro memory keeper now that I think about it, but I threw those in there because I'm probably going to throw some sort of a picture in there at some point. So next comes my dividers. So in order to make my dividers, first I went and bought some, what are these? The minis on sale for like a couple bucks at Joann's or wherever they have them. Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, all of them kind of have these. Joann's, Joann's by me tends to have more of those in the sale area. The ones that are like outdated, just kind of sitting there. So, and they're only a few dollars. So I buy that. Doesn't need to be dated correctly. It does not matter. There's nothing fancy about it. Just grab them because you're going to cut down the dividers. So here we go. So this is one that I'm using for something completely different, but since there's dividers in here, let me go. So like here to April, all I did was figure out where it would lay. I cut out, so like this could have been a good one because I would get the whole quote here for my little dividers for my micros. So I cut out all of these already, and I made sure to kind of match them up, which wasn't super easy, but it wasn't complicated. Like some of them have partial designs and I really don't care. I'm not going to notice them. Some of them have a full design. It really wasn't that deep to me because they're still decorative. They almost kind of have a junk journal-y feel to them when they're kind of partial like that. So it didn't bother me that they weren't complete and that they weren't like intentional. So I really kind of liked just the overall feel. For these dividers, I then did use a piece of note paper on the back, just so I didn't have the calendar, because you know, that's always what's on the other side. Nobody wants to see that. So I added a piece of paper. I would add some stickers, or I would find paper that had designs on it and just cut it out so this kind of fit in there. And then I printed the year calendar that I did for up here. I reprinted that same calendar a little bigger on white paper, and I put it in the inside of each page just so I have it there and I can go through and then highlight birthdays or paydays or anything that I really kind of need to know in and on the go. So same thing on this one. This one has actually a divider on the back, so it's pretty thick. This one is for March. Another one with just, I don't know if that's divider or paper. It feels kind of light. I think those go to the end. Let's flip these. All right, so then this one, I really liked that. So I put that on top. This was the inside. I kind of flipped it. So that's kind of upside down. Again, none of that bothers me. I kind of like it. I think it gives it a little character. So it's really up to you. So January, February, March, then we're in April. This one I didn't do anything to. I kept Define Your Own Success. There is nothing on here. This was a notes, but it was kind of hard to get them to kind of line up on some of the months. So I do have to add, actually, I think I have the stickers right here, which if I do, then I can add the labels to them right now, and I do. Those are kind of big and kind of, see, I have little ones right here, and I don't know where they're at. Okay, I'll have to do that next, because those, I think those are going to be a little too big. Okay, so April, this one was May, June. So June is very retro to me. I love June. And June, actually, if you can see it, there's the shiny is here. So I think I ended up turning this, or even using a full-size one for the decor here on the front. And then I put, this would be the actual divider on the back with the tab. So let's do July, same thing, use kind of the same. These were summery to me. That's kind of why I stuck with them. All right, August, we go back to school. I thought that was cute, the little like paint palette-y type things. August, September, October, November, I believe are these two. Yep, so October, November, bitch, I'm limited edition. So October's our Disney trip, so I just decorated inside this one with some Disney stuff, and then November on the back there. Oh, wait, yeah. And then these can go in. And I just love the micro for so many reasons. And then December would be the very end of the year. Now, I don't have a notes tab in here. I also have dividers that I've cut down, and I don't have one on me, but like I will take these bookmarks that come for free in, well, they don't come for free because you're paying for it, but like a lot of the teacher kits, I get those big boxes and they have like 3 or 4 of these. I don't use these. So I will end up cutting it down and punching it and using it as a divider at the top so I know exactly where I'm at in my planner. And I'll probably have to make one of those later. But so next step that I'm going to do in setting this up is I'm going to go ahead and flip to January. And January has 31 days. So another perk of that adorable little calendar is being able to take out the days that are needed. So I already decorated them one day out of the week because this was kind of what I wanted to do. So this was actually tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. This would be a journal layout though. And I'm going to show you, let me quickly go back here. Let's be all over the place. So this is my 6 months, well, September, October, November, December. So 4 months because I have July, but I don't think I did August. So it's kind of hops around. But this is, I kind of stopped. I dipped off here. Let me see, because I know I have a little bit of December. Like there's December there. Then it looks like I tried to set up December. So there's some good examples of my December decorations. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, yep, December is in here. So let's tear this out because I did do a little bit of December. I was just trying to figure out, you know, if I wanted to continue in the micro or if I wanted to do something else. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning here. So this is the part last year that I did. I love this. It fits in my purse, my backpack, wherever. I usually have a clasped thing so it doesn't open. It's just wonderful. All around, I absolutely love using the micro for planning. So when I open it up, here's the other name page. Yeah, so Tiny Keepsake Planner. So that's where I got some of those cute decorative pages that I have still not used in there. And I could keep this and use it, but I wanted to do something new. So next page is Always Believe in Something Wonderful. I have a little picture of my son and my nephew. Other side, same thing. And all I did was print this off, tape it, corner rounded, punched through it in. So July was when I just decided to do journaling, and I had created my own tabs. I printed these. I just made my own divider. I just journaled. So I just did little decorations and a quick daily journal. And I love these pages. Like, I think they're amazing. They are just so much fun to me. I put the day up here and then I just hid the date somewhere on the page. So first eBay sale, just added some images. This was a free teacher store. My whole trunk was just filled with free items for my classroom, which was awesome. So that's pretty much all this journal is, just every day done in something. Sunday I didn't journal, so I just put a big picture of Mickey and put how many days we had left till our vacation. It was just a good filler without really having to, worry about too much decoration because I forgot about that day. So this is, again, just planning. Not planning, journaling. So this is just literally all that this is just a journal for July. So this was July. August, I didn't get into it because I went back to work and August was very, very busy. September, I set it back up, got back into it. Picture my dog. This was Luke's on his first day of school, but since I didn't have August, I just stuck it at the start of September. September. And then the same thing, just journaling. Same thing, skipped Wednesday. Wednesday, I believe, sometimes those are busy because I have sports. So just 30 more days, just random pages I might have extras of, I just throw something on. So there goes that. I finally got an award from work for being a hall monitor, which was really funny. So we adopted Splat. He had his first shed, so that's that. He's actually our classroom pet, at school. He goes to and from school every day with me. So, and I learned my lesson. He was going to stay at school, but literally the day that I brought him to school, like his first day ever in the building was the day that I went home because my dad had gotten sick, and then I ended up not being at work for almost 2 weeks because my dad went from being sick to dying just really quickly and unexpectedly. So I ended up not being there, and this poor guy was like stuck with the children, and so he hated life. More journaling. My birthday, so I just made a little cutout, decorated that I was turning 39. I thought this was really cute page. This was a part of the memory keeper thing. Hope I'm still in there. So I just put in that I'm currently loving my micro. I don't read. Whatever I was eating, you know, things like that. Filled that out on my birthday. And then more decoration. One of my students drew this bee for me and stuck it on my desk, and I cut it down and then added some washi to keep it sturdy and stuck it in here because I thought it was really cute. 15 days. So more and more journaling. Then we hit October. Now, I went to Disney here in October, so most of the journaling is packing, being excited, you know, things like that. And then when I actually was in Disney, and I don't know if I did it because I feel like I'm pretty far. We went, yeah, I don't have it. But in Disney, I don't know where it went then. That's really weird. I wonder if I threw them away. In Disney, I did every day what we did, and then I had a picture from the day, which I don't know why they're not in here, but they're not. So more and more journaling. And then November. So here's last page, my husband. November is where I kind of changed things a little bit, and this is what I really liked, especially if I'm using this as more of an on-the-go planner as well as a journal. So I did a monthly. Now, the whole reason that I'm not doing that is because I printed a monthly here, so I don't see the need to do 2 monthlies. So I drew the monthly, though, decorated the main pages, and then on the other side I put in things like birthdays or at a glance for the month. November is my son's birthday. Am I in November? Yeah, is my son's birthday and my nephew's birthday. So I just put a cute picture of my nephew on both pages. And then this is where I started doing like a daily mini plan. I stopped journaling so much, but I started doing this where I decorated my pages, and both pages kind of went together, but I decorated the pages to be like a mini version of my big for the day. So I could have things in here that were important to note, but I want to kind of do a hybrid of maybe one page with the day like this, and then the other page with the journal. So I can kind of put both together. I think that would be nice to do, which is why I had to show you this part. So, Thursday, Friday, they're kind of together, decoration wise. So again, I think that I want to do the boxes. This is an awful page to land on. Let me flip. let me get out of there. Okay, let's get out of there. Okay, so this was my son's birthday page. So Monday was his birthday, so I have the date. I have the little happy birthday. I decorated both pages to just kind of go with the week. So with this design here. So what I would do is I would just have this week with the boxes. This week would be my journal, is what I'm kind of going for this week. And then of course I kind of fell off. I just put so mad. Don't know. Oh, because my dad died. I was just angry. I mean, I was like yelling at everybody. It was really weird, but I love this spread. Love that layout. I loved a lot of layouts. It was fun to try to micro. This is about the time I went back into a bigger journal and tried to kind of go into my classic. I was using the classic pages from the actual journal to try to journal out my feelings and just, you know, everything that was going on. This day was when I returned to work, I believe, because I had a million papers to grade. My coworker bestie is wonderful. She did all my lesson planning while I was out. Unfortunately, that meant that it was like all worksheets, and I don't do worksheets. So I have 400 kids. 13 days. So 400 kids times 13 worksheets each kid. Oh, it was exhausting. It was a lot of grading. Oh, and I could have, she was like, just throw them out. Don't worry about it. And I was like, yes, but then the kids that did nothing literally got like that whole chunk of just a break for being like turd burglars for subs, because we had a lot of subs. So another cute little decoration. And then December, I went back to journaling, skipped around. So I don't think I started back till the 9th. Again, kind of quit. But I really kind of kept finding myself gravitating back to this style over anything else. Let me take these out because these are blank pages. So I have to stick with this journal. So I'm going to take all of this December out because I decorated and then never used it. So we're going to plop it all out. And then in this one, I did have a little note section, which I could take out and use there. I don't know what these are from. Has to be November. Let me plop those where they, I don't know how those ended up back there. Let's take them out. Yep, because if I spent all night at the house, oh, I know why, because I had my micro with me for journaling at the hospital. So I did do a couple journal pages and put them, that was my daddy. Love that man so much. And I did a couple of journaling, but for the most part, I wasn't journaling. I was using that. That's why they weren't in there. Okay. So that is, very long story short, that is my actual journal, and planner that I did for like my traveling for on the go. Okay. Now, good Lord, this is going to be a long video. Back to this. So if there's 31 days in January, then what I did was I would make sure I had 31 pages. Now, if I am doing the planner, let me pull out all of these cute little Christmas ones. I can put them away and redate them for next December. So I'm just going to tuck them into my big old thing here. Okay. So if I have Monday here, actually, let's take it out. I might redo the whole thing because, again, I want to do like a hybrid. Still got a Christmas one in here. I want to do kind of a hybrid of my pages. So, and I will do an actual decoration in a different video. I'm just going to do the setup right now. So I do not necessarily like writing on these pages because they're the dot grid. I don't know why, they're just kind of hard to me. I like the lined pages. So in this thing, we're going to go ahead and count out. Actually, we're not going to count out. We're going to do this. We're just going to take this chunk and we're going to put them in here. And then what it would be, I guess, is this page. They're not in there very well. They're not easy to slide. This page could be like my resolutions since it is January. And then I would do the first with my boxes and my first journal. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So that's only 15 days. So let me go back in here. We'll pull out some more. And I corner around my pages because I like it better than having straight edges here. So if you see, some of them are not very well rounded and some are. Okay, so I think we're on 15. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. But that's not giving me a journal page. So I need one more page for a journal. Just one. Okay. So let me go ahead, plop those in. Okay. So that gives me my 31 pages for January for journal and for actual planning, so daily planning, and that's how much it takes up. Now obviously once it's filled out, it's gonna like be even bigger than that, and I had stickers and everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to add the pages in for all the rest of the year and see kind of how big it is. Sometimes if it's too big, I will take out like October, November, December, because they're most likely going to be in a different micro anyway. It's not all going to fit in here. It's unrealistic. So let me go ahead and I will do that, and then I'll come on back. Okay, so I have all of the pages in up to June or July, I believe. And then I'm out of room. So, and that's pretty normal. Obviously, I'm going to add other pages. So it's, you know, that's about what it is. You're not going to fit a whole lot. I would say maybe half of a year on one and half of a year on the other. If it's stuck with all year, I haven't stuck with one all year, so we will see what happens. I tore this page out. I love this page, perfect for journaling. Unfortunately, I don't have any extras, so it kind of looks a little weird and it doesn't quite belong. I ended up using some of these grid ones in there. I'm not sure I'm a real fan, but I guess we will find out. I got these at something my son went to. They're called Love Bombs, and I just thought these were really, really cute. My son picked two out for me, and it was, I admire your ability to stay positive in challenging situations, and I admire your willingness. He had a couple, but I just loved that they were like little love bombs. So I just was going to stick one. Oh, they're cut wonky. It really should have been cut different. Let me not put those in right now. I'm going to stick them in my thing to keep. This is another little thing that I have to work on still before going back to my day-to-day life, is I have made little tiny boxes of what my, I guess, big goals are. So for this, I cut just one square off. I have a little piece of paper in there and cardstock. Actually, it's actually watercolor paper because it's the only thing I had that was thick. And I leave it in here, and it just has my like big goal on it. So maybe for me, since this is like a travel with me everywhere one, maybe it's like eat healthy. I decorated one here and then I didn't do anything else. But the plan is to decorate the one side with what my goal is. So here it's to change my physical activity. And then on the other side, I kind of just wrote a note to myself, like, no excuses, I'm capable of success, make this year my bitch, and be a success story. So just some sort of little motivational something on the opposite side. So like for Disney, maybe, you know, it's me and my mom and my son are going instead of my husband and my son and I. So maybe something there about like, you know, celebrating my dad's favorite place with my mom. I don't know, but that's what those are for. So I have one little square here. I don't know yet what I'm going to put on it. I'm going to stick it in here, but I'm actually going to stick it way up here in the front just so it's kind of not in the way until I know what I'm doing with it. And right now, without my outer cover, so I definitely make sure this is on. Don't ask where I got it because I don't remember. Probably somewhere on Etsy. I know it was not very expensive, but I did, if you need a cover, because this was frosted. It's a little thicker, a little more profesh, really liked it. And you could pick your size. So I picked it 4 expanders, so it was big, so it would, you know, do that. If you don't have the money to do this, I made my own covers for a long time before I decided to finally purchase one. This thing right here, I got off of actually Temu, but they sell them on Amazon because they found them there too. They were just cheaper on Temu. It's like a couple dollars, like literally like $3 or $4. This has a pocket so you can decorate your own cover, put something in there. And this one's falling apart, but I took everything out. I actually hole punched these with my Happy Planner punch and put the discs on it for money saving, because these are just little pouches. So I have a 100 envelope version of this with like 100 of these to do a savings challenge. Then I cut the cover, and that's actually what I have right here on all of my covers. So it's like my clear cover for my covers. So I cut it off, and then I used my punched it myself, and this is a very awesome thick cover. It's got a latch and it can go pretty wide. I used it for a while. I just wanted something a little better because this is one of those like gummy covers, so it does bend. It's a little flexible, but there's many ways. I've gone to Dollar Tree and purchased just thick covers, cut them myself. So lots of ways to do this on the cheap. Before I purchased a bunch of these packs of filler paper, I cut down larger pieces of filler paper. Dollar Tree sells micro planners too, actually. This is their paper. I'm not a huge fan. I don't mind the paper. I'm just, their punches are always a little wackadoodle. Like, I think this one's bigger than the one down here. So it's just kind of half-assed, I guess, to me. So I'm not really a huge fan. But lots of ways to kind of get paper, save up on paper, and have all of the supplies that you need for this, or just make it yourself super duper cheap. I'm sticking some things in here. But like, I'm obsessed with my micro. I have been obsessed, and I think that's just kind of where my daily is going to go. So if you want to stick around my channel and watch me decorate my micro, that's kind of my next journey for 2024. I do want to be in my micro all year long and just kind of see how that works for me. So if you enjoyed my video today of setting up my adorable little micro for 2024, I'm so excited. I'm so ready to get into this. Please like, subscribe, share, and stick around so I can show you how I will decorate my pages and kind of journal along the way. That's all I got for today. I'll see you again next time, guys. Bye.